Good, very early morning. We're gonna take a look at this clamshell bucket again. Nick has gave me some more information about this section here, so let's scroll down to it. Right here, bucket repair. So let's download this new file he's made. And this isn't it. Don't save. Let's go. It was after that. Right here. I thought it looked. Okay, so we have this file. Looks like a giant circle, but there's some stuff here in the middle, which is his canvas and some dimensioning he's done. All right, I'm going to delete this big circle because I'm not sure why it's here. We'll focus in on the canvas and the geometry that he's made here. All right, so I remember some of the old dimensions, so we use that here. We're going to go in and edit this. And what we know is the two pins are a radius of 4 apart. We know the pin is 3/4 inches in diameter. And it's in line with the other pin while the bucket is in the closed position. It looks like this is the shape, even though this is the trace. He's decided to go with here for the shape. A little bit in on it. I'm not sure if that's just because of the pencil width he traced or what that reasoning was. All right. So the real important part is what did this slot arc look like before it was wallered out from use? So the radius of this slot arc is going to be this radius from this pin to this pin, because as this moves up, it rotates 90 degrees. So it essentially has to be that radius. So what we'll do is go center diameter circle, and we'll go over here and pick 3-point circle, and we'll go from this one radius, or this one center point, to this center point. And now it's asking us for a radius, or actually it's asking us for a diameter of this circle, so 8. And I'll make this a construction line, X. So you can see that's drawn an arc between these 2 points, which somewhat looks like either of these lines could have looked before it was wallered. We're going to go into here now and go to slot, and we're going to go to 3-point arc slot. So we're going to go center again, and then snap this up to the arc, and then we'll pull it out to our full diameter, which looks like the pin diameter of 0.75 plus a clearance. So let's get in there close. Well, you can see that, yeah, it could have looked like that before it gotten wore out over time. But let's prove that that geometry is going to work. So I'm going to rebuild the rest of this geometry roughly here. Sure, and this isn't filling in. One of these white dots here is not working. No, because they're two lines just about touching side by side. There we go. Okay. And let's draw some geometry for the bucket. We know this and the other center, or at least I know that it's 2 1/8. Center to center here. Let's just find the center of that. Go construction line. We're gonna make a square here. Let's radius this off. And then go like this, constrain that to there, and then we'll constrain this radius to here. Alright, now we can start using the extrude to make some components to start making some geometry that works. Okay, let's extrude the first piece, which is going to be this. It's going to be our first bucket piece. We'll go minus 1/4 inch component. Done. Perfect. Now let's extrude again. Bring up that sketch. We just want a little bit of a pin here. Let's go 1 inch. Okay. Now what we'll do here is create another pin, extrude. I'm gonna go 1 inch again, but I'll just do oh, that'll be fine. But this time I'll make another new component. And this last bracket piece, just for testing purposes, we will make a model of, or a body of, component of. 1/4 inch, new component. Okay. Suppress the sketches. I'm gonna also suppress the canvas. So I'm not sure what the discrepancy is between those lines Nick made and the canvas, but I'll assume that he brought those in because that was the difference of whatever pencil he was using to trace across there, or however he was doing that. We're going to go inspect down to displayed component colors. It'll change the components into different colors so we can kind of see the difference of what's going on here. Get rid of the canvas. All right. So now we just have 3 components. So let's start assembling joints. So I'm going to go Shift J, which is an as-built joint. Revolute. Ooh, excuse me. First thing I should do is ground one of these components. I'm going to ground this pin. So basically it can't move. And then I'm going to make this so it can rotate on that pin. So I'll do Shift J and an as-built joint between these two. with this being the rotational. Okay. And now under assembly, I'm going to go enable contact sets. So this is like the interference between the two parts. So one part can know it's hitting another one, and then I'm going to do a new contact set, which will be the interference between this and this. Okay. Now let's move, but when we move, we're going to move this part. We got to make sure we're moving the component, because the joints and everything like that are interfaced with the component, not the body. All right. So let's see how this functions. So it's 4 inches, Nick said. So let's do 4 inches. Oh. Perfect. Of course it's not working. Contact sets are on. New contact sets between these two things. Okay. Okay, they're working now. Move. Component. Perfect. I already can see what I did. Made that too tight. I made the slot, or the pin here, the diameter of the slot. So let's just go back and correct that quickly. Actually, I can just do this. Create a sketch on top of here. Do a circle that is 0.75, and then I'm going to go extrude. There we go. Let's get back to what we were doing. Get rid of that sketch. Move. Make sure it's a component. Four. And it looks like 4 pretty well seats to the other side. Positioning got off there, but let's try that again. Move. Component. Up 4 inches. 1, 2, 3, 4. And it appears to slide and work in that joint. Cancel. All right, well, that's pretty well all I can do with it. I would be tempted to trace both this side and the other side as one part. If you take that steel part and lay masking tape across the whole thing, and you can even take and rub against it and peel the tape off, or rub a pencil against it to make a really hard to find line. And then when you do scan it, I always like to scan it with a ruler so that I can scale off that ruler in the scan after the fact. I will post this in the forum. All right, thanks for watching. Have a good night.